أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The number of ayats in this surah are 7. Yeah. It's the first surah, Meccan surah, called Al-Fatiha of the Quran. It's the 5th to be revealed in Mecca. And it is just one ruku it has. So here goes. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So what we have here is a zir giver, which means with. This word here, ism, it just means, it's just sim there, but it's really, the word is ism, it means name. Ma ismuka, what's your name? So here the word ism is there. Allah, we know what that means, it's the name of our Lord. Allah. Ar-Rahman, so we have two words here, al, which means the, yeah, and Rahman means the merciful. And Ar-Rahim, which means a similar thing, which means Ar-Rahim, the eternally kind. Yeah. Then we look at the next line. Al means the, just like it meant the and the there, so let's put al in. The. Oh, we've got another al there, so might as well put the in there as well. Oh look, another al, might as well put the in there. Oh look, another al, which means the, yeah? And then another al, which means the. So now you're all developing a lot of confidence that you've got most of the words already. And that's how this piece of learning is going to be. It's going to be made very easy, just a few minutes a day. And you'll pick up the easiest words first, and you'll progress, inshallah. So, what do we have? Al, the, praises. Hamd means praises, yeah? And then we have a word here, lillah. So that was Allah. Then we have a word, lillah. The difference between those two words is, you know, we have a masjid box that says lillah on it, for Allah. This word here, the li, the first li, means for, and then the word next to it was Allah. So it's li Allah, lillah, lillah. Do you understand how it collapses? The al becomes lost and the li stays attached on, because that's how it sounds better. So li Allah became lillah, for Allah. And this word here, Rabb. We use it a lot in our du'as, Rabbana atina fid dunya. It means Lord. So once again in the red pen, Lord. Now, this word here, Alameen, we know what the L means, it means the Alameen. Una ina is usually an indicator that it's a plural. So I'll just put the plural thing in. Plural. And this word here, alami, alama, comes from the word knowledge, ilm, you know, knowledge. So alam is usually translated as worlds. So all the worlds of Allah indicate to the knowledge of Allah. So for this reason, I suppose it's called alameen, the worlds, yeah? So this means the praises, all the praises. So we'll put the word all in here, in brackets. All the praises are for Allah, who is the Lord of all the worlds that is created. Yeah, everything is created by Allah. That's the beginning. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. The kind, the ever so kind, the ever so merciful, eternally merciful. Yeah, it's there, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. So the translation of those two words, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, are there. Different people have used different translations for them. But what's interesting is you do know a word that's related to these two words. And that's Rahma. The Arabic language is made up of three-lettered roots, Rahma. And the shape that you put those three letters in, the sounds that you put those three letters in, indicates something of their meaning. So at the root, Rahama means to have mercy. Yeah? It's also used for Arham, means your relations or blood kinships. It's also used for the womb, because that's where the baby is given mercy by the mother. So it's all of those meanings of compassion and kindness. But there is a difference between Rahman. Rahman appears to be the mercy that Allah has in the earth for all his creatures, Muslims, non-Muslims, believers, non-believers, that kind of thing. And Rahim means eternally compassionate. So Ar-Rahman is to do with the earth, and Ar-Rahim is his description for how he will be eternally with the believers. So let's put that kind of translation in. The most kind, the most eternally merciful. Next line. Maliki Yawmiddin. Malik. We know that word from Urdu as well. It means owner. Yeah? So he is the owner. Allah is the owner. When there's a kara zabr like that, it means the doer of owning. Yeah? I'll just put owner for now. And owner. Yawm means day. The opposite is night. The Deen. Deen. It comes from the word, we know the word Deen, it means what you owe people. So Deen is turned into kind of like the day of recompense, the day when people will be given back for what they did in the earth. So he's the owner of the day in which Allah will give back to people their due for what they did in the earth. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. It's owner of the day of... So it's commonly then translated as the day of judgment, yeah? But people do translate it as recompense. The day when Allah gives back to people what they did. Any more on that? I'll stop the video and I'll do the other bits later because I've gone quite slowly today. Okay, here goes. It's a good idea to try to learn to break the words down. You'll soon get the hang of it. It all looks like one sometimes, and if you just break it down with a light pencil, do a little bit of work, you'll be able to get many of the marks in. Some of the marks, obviously, I'd have to do. But most of them you should be able to understand, have a go. So as you go through, you'll learn to break the text up. You'll learn to identify words like al, yeah? You'll easily be able to identify words like worm, which means and, yeah? And then some of the other words you'll be able to identify from some translations of the Quran that you may know or of some verses, yeah? And some of the other words I'll add in as we go along. So here we are. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Ka means you. So they're little words, so they're in green. All the little words I'm doing for now in green. You. Iya means alone. So it's you alone. Alone you or you alone. Na'budu. Okay, we're going to split this up. It's a doing word because we're doing something here. And so it's an action. In English they call it a verb. So this is what a verb looks like sometimes. And then this na here means we. And this word here, a-ba-da. Abada. You might know someone called, Abdullah or Abdul Rahman or Abdul Rahim. It means the slave of or the servant of. But its actual meaning is abada as an action means to worship, So it means you alone we worship. And this word here, as I said before, wa and al appear so often. Wa, al and min appear so often in the Quran. Wa means and. Iyaka has appeared again, you alone. You alone. We've said na means we, so it's appeared again. So that's a we. It's an action word, this. Now this word ist means seek. Yeah, okay, there's all the complications about it being the 10th form of the Arabic verb and all of those, but if we just remember that it means ist in a word means seek. And this word here, wa na, means to help. In its root, wa na. I know it's a ya there, but the vowels are interchangeable, you'll find, as you go through. In other words, alif becomes ya and ya becomes wa. It's a vowel, it's a A-E-I-O-U word. And so when the verb is formed, they do change to make the word sound better. So ona means help. So it's you alone we worship, and you alone do we seek help from you alone. So that's good. Now let's move on to the next bit. Is it still recording? Yeah. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Ihdi is going to be a blue word because it's a verb. And it means guide. Hidayah means hidayah, yeah? People know that word. By adding onto it, it's a command. So I'll just put a C. So that alif is a command, and it'll happen again. It's a command alif. It means guide us. So we're saying to God with a prayer, with the using term, guide us, yeah? And this na means us. So that one there, I'll keep it in green, yeah? Guide us to the, al again, the. Sirat means path, yeah? Ist has come again, look, must, ist. Can you see it there? Ist, that means seek. So we've got that bit again, look, they've come together. That seeks. So guide us on the path that seeks to be what? Qiyam, which means to stand or be straight, yeah? That seeks to be straight. Guide us the path that seeks to be straight. So guide us, O Lord, on the path that seeks to be straight and makes us straight in our lives. Sirat alladhina an'amta alayhim. So we've had the word sirat there. Look, it's there again. Path. Allazina. So ina. That means those. Alladhina means those. And amta alayhim. So here it's a verb. So we're going to use a blue pen for that. It's a doing word. Those. And amta. Ta means you. So obviously we're talking to Allah. So it's Allah. An'ama means it means na'ima. We know this word na'ima is from the word ni'ma, gift. So an'ama is you gifted, yeah? So you gifted, yeah? It's another form of the word where the alif is attached, but it's not like this command alif. It's an alif that comes from the fourth form of the verb. Akrama, yukrima. You don't need to worry about it. We'll come to those later. So it's you gifted. Yeah? Ala. This word comes about 3,000 or 4,000 times in the Quran. It's the little simple linking words. It means on. Yeah? In, on, fi, min, those kinds of words. Ala means on. Him means them. again. Yeah. So it means guide us the path, that seeks to be straight, the straight path. The path of those who you gifted on them, which means the path of those who you gifted on them. It means the path of the prophets, the major prophets who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent in human history. غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. So have patience, I'm sorry it's got to 15 minutes. غَيْرِ, not the. Yeah, I've taken time over this surah. غَيْرَ means not. Yeah. Al means the. مَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ. So this root word here, I'll just put in some brackets. Gh, b, b. Wow is a bit of an additional, but it's gh, the, b, which means angered. Yeah. On. Allah, it's the same Allah. On. Him means them, the same word again. So you've had it there, you've had the same word again. It's happened quite a few times. Ist, surprisingly, yeah. Iyaka. Rahman ar-Rahim. So words coming again and again. L's throughout the page. So it should be a very easy page to remember. Wa means and ghayra, la. These are words with which we negate or say no, yeah? So it's and not. Al means the, as we've done before. And the word dallin. So the word in here actually is the, la, because it's got a tashdid, so it's obviously two L's in there. That's the shape of an L. The, la, dallin, which means those who go, doers of going astray. Doers of going astray. So those who go astray. Now then, let's go back a bit. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise is for Allah, Lord of the worlds, the most kind, the most merciful, owner of the day of recompense or judgment. You alone do we worship, and you alone do we seek help. Guide us the path, the straight path. Guide us on the straight path. The path of those who you gifted on them, the prophets and so forth. Not the, guide us the straight path, the path of those whom you gifted on them with your revelations and the miracles that establish them. Not the path of those on whom is your anger, nor the path of those who have gone so far astray. Yeah? So, thank you for listening. It's a 20-minute video. I think it's just Surah Fatiha. It might be one of your first videos. If you work on this surah slowly, you'll quickly get a feel of it in Arabic. And inshallah it will help you in your prayers. Assalamu alaikum.